The rise and fall of one of Jamaica's greatest dancehall icon, Shaba Ranks.
Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living.
In the vibrant world of Jamaica dancehall music, one artist rise to fame, electrified audiences, and left an indelible mark on the genre of dancehall. This is the story of Shaba Ranks, the dancehall icon whose journey soared to incredible heights, only to encounter turbulent challenges that led to his fall from grace. Born Rexton Ralston Fernando Garden, Shaba Ranks emerged from humble beginnings, immersing himself into the pulsating beats and rhythmic melodies of dancehall music. His raw talent and unique style quickly caught the attention of the Jamaican music scene. Shaba Ranks had an unmatched energy on stage which was second to none. His ability to connect with the audience through his charismatic presence and distinctive vocal delivery set him apart from all other dancehall artists during his time. With his undeniable talent and a record deal in his hand, Shaba Ranks released his debut album, which became an instant sensation in Jamaica and beyond. Hits like Trailer Loader Girls and Wicked in a Bed showcased his lyrical prowess and propelled him to the forefront of his dancehall music career. Shaba Ranks had an innate ability to craft catchy lyrics, and he had an excellent play on words. His songs resonated with audience, and his impact on the dancehall scene was just impeccable. His talents transcended borders as he achieved international success. Collaborations with acclaimed artists like Maxi Priest, Johnny Gill, and Chevelle Franklin brought his unique sound to a global audience, solidifying his status as a Jamaican icon. Shaba Ranks was a trailblazer. He took dancehall music to new heights and paved the way for many artists who came after him. His style and energy was something to talk about. However, with all these successes came a series of challenges that would test Shaba Ranks' resilience. He had issues with legal troubles and controversies surrounding some of his lyrics and public persona, and these cast shadows over his career, which started to lead to a decline in his popularity. As Shaba Ranks was rising to unprecedented heights, he found himself entangled in legal troubles and controversies that would have had a profound impact on his career. Some of his lyrics and public utterances drew criticism from various quarters. His provocative and explicit content faced backlash with accusation of promoting violence, misogyny, and homophobia. The controversies surrounding Shaba Ranks could not be ignored. While his music resonated with many, it also raised concern about the messages being conveyed and their potential negative impact on the society. Shaba tried to address these controversies and defended his artistic expression. He defended his artistry, his expression, arguing that dancehall music was a reflection of the realities of Jamaican society, and he maintained that his lyrics were meant to entertain rather than to incite violence and promote harmful behavior. For some fans, it was a complicated issue. On one hand, Shaba Ranks, who is a very talented artist and who had captured the essence of dancehall music, was well loved by a lot of persons in the music fraternity and in the business. But on the other hand, some of his lyrics were concerning and perpetuated harmful stereotype. As the controversies continued to intensify, his popularity began to diminish. The negative publicity and public scrutiny took a toll on his career, leading to a decline in album sales and diminishing opportunities. The controversies definitely had an impact on his career. The music industry became cautious about associating with him, and his fan base started to dwindle. It became challenging for him to regain the same level of success he once enjoyed. In 1992, Shaba Ranks gave an interview in which he made some homophobic comments. He said that he believed that homosexuality was a sin and that he would never allow his daughter to date a gay man. These comments were widely condemned by the gay community, and many of Shaba Ranks' fans were also upset. As a result, he was dropped from some shows, and he was also boycotted by a lot of promoters.
Of speech, but his freedom of speech is saying go and shoot gay people. Surely that's wrong.
Well, most definitely right now, from a forfeit the law of God Almighty, you deserve crucifixion. I live by the concept of the Bible, which is the righteousness of every human being. And the Bible stated that man should multiply. The multiplication is done by a male and a female.
But that's absolute crap, and you know it.
The front page said boom bye bye, and it detailed the homophobia that exists in Jamaica. And right after that article came out, they went after Shaba Ranks with a vengeance. So wherever Shaba was performing, they would alert the promoter that he's homophobic. Whenever Shaba Ranks was booked on a television show, they would send a letter. Shaba was cancelled from the Jay Leno show. He was cancelled from Arsenio Hall, and was cancelled from a lot of television shows.
And then in 1994, Shaba Ranks was arrested and charged with drugs possession. He was convicted and sentenced to 2 years in prison. This conviction further damaged his reputation and made it difficult for him to get work in the music industry.
Shaba Ranks' international career never recovered, and in 1995 he was dropped by his American record label.
And then the change in dancehall scene. Dancehall scene was changing in the late 1990s. Newer artists were emerging with a more modern sound, and Shaba Ranks no longer was that popular as he was in the 80s. As a result, he had difficulty competing with the newer artists, and his sales began to decline. In the end, Shaba Ranks in an interview said that I have come to face the consequences of my actions and the impact of my words. It has been a humbling experience, and I have learned important lessons about responsibility and the power of music to influence society. So despite the setbacks, Shaba Ranks remained determined to learn from his mistakes, seeking redemption and personal growth. He recognized the need to evolve as an artist, and he used his platform to promote positive message while acknowledging the impact of his past controversy. The journey of Shaba Ranks serves as a cautionary lesson about the challenges that can arise when an artist's success intercepts with controversy. It reminds us of the importance of accountability and the potential for growth and redemption in the face of adversities. And these days, Shaba Ranks is still doing his thing. He does his shows and him do him like a thing and so forth, but he's more on a low key now. And we pray that time will redeem him and he will make one of those great and massive comeback again, so that he will not be a forgotten icon. Jamaica and the world will remember who Shaba Ranks is. He's a Grammy winning artist. So you know that his thing was high, world class. So we just pray for his continued success and that he has learned from his mistake and he will make a goodly comeback before he ends his career.